You're live.
Oh, snap. There's people on here already. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. So basically, I just wanted to come on. I wanted to come on Wednesdays, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in on Sundays. Um, every morning, every Sunday, I do appreciate you guys. um, yeah, pretty much just wanted to come spend Wednesdays with you guys, visiting with Negra. I think that's what we're gonna call it. Visiting with Negra. I think I like that one better, babe. What do you think?
Nah.
Why?
As you guys know, LA Eyekon right here. I'm right here on the boards managing this for my wife so that way she could do her thing.
Oh, I love you guys too, you guys. Yeah, because you guys already know if I always need my husband's help. I I'm actually kind of nervous. I really didn't really want to do it because I'm not really good like this. I mean, I'm good with the live when I go on live on Instagram and things like that, but to come in here and just like go on the YouTube, it's kind of a little different. I'm not used to it, but I am gonna get better. I promise you guys. Just like I've gotten better with my interviews. Yeah, I guess we're gonna be. What are we gonna be talking about? Oh, what are we gonna
So today, Negra, you're going to talk about the last episode that we just had,
be? Okay,
which is
with JoJo.
definitely with JoJo. Give me 1 second here.
I know, but I want to see the live.
No, yeah, with Big JoJo. So basically,
Shout out to all of you guys.
what did you think about JoJo's episode that we did?
I love JoJo's episode. I I think he was very, very, very open about every single part of his life and didn't sugarcoat anything. And he basically was just really open and he spoke for a while. I think JoJo was my longest episode, which was like maybe like 3.5 hours. So
Easily the longest episode.
yeah, easily the longest. And you know what? I didn't even feel it. It went by so fast. It went by so fast. I didn't even feel it. I was like, whoa. But obviously we knew it was kind of long because normally, I film in the I like to film in the mornings. If you guys don't know, I do. If you've gone to my live on Instagram, I always tell you guys that I like to film in the mornings because it's my time when my son's at school. So, that's what I like to do. I like to film in the mornings. And this time, like, my husband had to go pick up my son because we weren't done. And I was just like, oh my God. But I mean, not in a bad way whatsoever. His story was very, very interesting. And if you've watched it, he was a solid man and he did a lot of time. And, he was Christian throughout I believe he did 16 years. He was Christian from the minute he walked into white, like before he even walked, like when he left.
Before he got to county.
Yeah, before he even got to county, he was already like Christian, So he didn't know what was gonna happen to him. So imagine, like, and obviously, like people are like, oh, he's not in a good. Like people are like, oh, that's not good or whatever. But no, that was definitely good. The homies accepted him, and he was able to work out with them and program with them. But obviously, he had to stay in his lane, as everybody knows where they belong. So I thought it was an amazing story. If you haven't watched it, make sure you guys watch it. Eyekon is beautiful too. Yes, he is. Honestly, my husband he has a beautiful face. As long as you stay sober, you'll be good, homita. I am sober. What are you guys talking about? But yeah, you guys, shout out to all of you guys, like I said, for tuning in, for supporting me.
Kevlar, if you don't show it the lame shit, my G, you're definitely getting removed from the chat.
Yeah, because we're not here with the lame shit. We don't like lame things, and you're obviously behaving in the negative manner. So get it together. So yeah, basically I just wanted to come on and spend a little bit, let you guys get to know me or me, do some like maybe some current events of, who's going to jail or like what's happening and not just, I just mean the world, what's going on, not like social media world. I mean in real life, because obviously my channel is real life stories. Obviously social media is real, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
what was your favorite part about Boxer's interview?
What was my favorite part? My favorite part about Boxer's interview was I mean, a lot of it, a lot of the stories just kind of brought back memories, like where he grew up. It's kind of, it's the same area where I grew up at. Obviously, his years are way different than mine. But that was my favorite part. Honestly, my favorite part that he was able to be himself and he was able to do his time peacefully. And that's what he chose and he stuck by it. And him getting out and still doing, sticking to what worked for him, sticking, to, following God. And he didn't switch up when he came home. That was like the best part for me because obviously that I'm sure there's people that go in there and they run certain things or whatever. And then when they come home, they behave a different way. So he's just himself and he's, a solid person and he's a great man. And, God protects amazing people when they're doing what they're supposed to do, when they stay solid and when they're real and honest within themselves. Fuck being honest to the people. I mean, being honest within yourself. That is like key for life. Key for everything. Being honest within yourself. F the people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I liked the most about his story. Not that all the stories are not the same because everybody, is on, I'm just speaking about him. What else?
So, also, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over a couple of things that are happening in prison news and shit like that. My wife has no idea what we're gonna do.
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea what we're gonna do. I don't even watch the news.
We didn't even have a lot of time for me to explain to her. She just knows that she had to be here at 6:00. And
yeah,
here she is.
And here I am. And honestly, I was like, ugh. Because I hate finding something to wear. It's like the worst thing about, honestly, that's like the worst thing about doing these interviews and these episodes is finding clothes to wear. Because, I mean, I don't want to wear the same thing. I mean, I wear the same shoes, but I can't wear the same clothes every time because all you guys are going to be talking poo, but Negra is wearing the same clothes. You guys know the vibes. So, yeah. So basically, I don't know what was going to happen and maybe next Wednesday, I'm going to be more prepared.
It's going to be the same exact format. So basically what's going to take place here every Wednesday, we're going to have live interactions with everybody in the chat. Next week, we're going to be taking live phone calls as well as going over the news and the past episode from Sunday. Right now, we have someone from Nashville in the chat. Shout out to
Nashville. Yeehaw.
Who you voting for to be president, Negra?
I'm not even going to vote, probably. No, I don't know. I don't even know who's running. If you want me to be, who's running for president?
Me.
Dick.
Shout out Kevlar559. We're just not trying to speak on any negative connotations, my brother. That's all love.
Yeah, we're okay.
You guys know I'm down to talk shit. My wife doesn't have the same sense of humor all the way like me. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely don't have the same sense of humor at all. At times. I'm just more...
She's not down to go with the trolling like me.
I'm not. Like, if you're not, just, yeah. It doesn't matter. Shout out to West Covina. Shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to Denver. Shout out to every person that actually comes on and actually supports me. And honestly, that watches my episodes every Sunday morning. Like, it means everything to me. And obviously, it's already going to be 2 years in August, and you guys are there every Sunday and it means everything. And I really didn't even know that my channel was gonna go this way. I didn't know anything. Just like right now, my husband just said, hey, we're just gonna film you and see what happens. And
did you want to tell them that we're possibly gonna be in Denver in March, I believe?
Yeah.
So if there's anybody in Denver that has a crazy ass story that's watching this, tap in Denver, Indicted TV, and
yes,
coming to Denver.
I do want to do episodes like if I travel out of state or if I go up north, or wherever I go.
Oh, that's ADX.
Oh yeah. So yeah, whenever we go somewhere like out of town or whatever that we're gonna stay, I do wanna interview people. That is definitely one of the things that I wanna do. And I'm going to make it happen. So wait, you didn't even tell me who's running for president.
I did tell you it was me.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm definitely not voting for yours.
First lady, what the hell? That's just crazy.
That's so much drama. I already have to deal with so much drama. This will say he came in with your mentality. Yeah, not with me. I'm not like I'm fun, I'm funny, but I just don't like it. I'm like a super senora vibes. You know what I mean? Like, don't play.
Shout out to Smoking Fitness. My bad. It's just I had to set up all the stuff real quick. I had to make sure everything was
I
working
can't relate to
properly. Then I had to give her the
Thank
breakdown.
you. Yes, Tricky Florence. I feel like my channel, a lot of people could relate to this. I have so many DMs like that girls, guys, moms like message me and they're like, "Hey, we love what you do. We love that, you put these, you put our people on to share their stories." And obviously we there's always those that are like, "Why are you doing that? You're just glorifying." But it's definitely not glorifying. We're sharing our experiences of life that because we are the ones that go through this, us, you know what I mean by us, like our people. So yeah, I feel like it's therapeutic for me. If you watch my lives on Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me. I feel like this is therapy for me when I sit down with someone and we talk about our experiences, because I'm so comfortable with this. I'm so comfortable with this topic, and not just the prison, but just our lifestyle, how we grew up, things like that. This wasn't just like, oh, let me just go and interview these people. And no, definitely not. I'm one of the people, and a lot of us are the people. And, and it also, like, now that my channel is growing more and more and more, it helps me and it helps you guys. Well, that my people that I've interviewed, and I go like this because obviously I'm like, "Hey guys," it helps them like promote what they want to do with or what they have going on. I feel like majority of my guests have a lot of things going on in their lives and that want to improve, and they're just not, like they want to do more out of life because they don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who really does want to go back? We'll be surprised. There's a lot of people that don't think like that, but maybe like them watching maybe one episode, or just like, like scrolling and you're like, "Oh man, I could relate to this. Like maybe I could, do it this way and I won't go back," or things like that, All right, what else? Let me read it.
Before we get into more of the chat, you want to get into this first topic?
Which is?
Former inmates suing California Department of Corrections alleging sexual abuse by prison staff. Give me 1 second to play the video for the chat.
Dozens of women are suing the California Department of Corrections.
They say they were sexually abused by prison staff while serving time.
At state prisons in Chino and Chowchilla, Inland Empire reporter Leticia Juarez has the story.
More than 130 former female inmates claim they were sexually abused by prison staff at the California Institute for Women in Chino and Central California Women's Facility located in Chowchilla. Jessica, who we are not identifying, is one of the alleged victims.
It's not just the sexual abuse. A lot of it's the verbal abuse, the way they put us down, the way they make sexual gestures, they mock us, sexual statements.
A lawsuit filed in December alleges widespread.
So what do you think about that sort of thing?
I mean, I'm all for the ladies in there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just going to speak from my experience. I've never, and I'm not an ugly person. And I'm not hating on the person that just spoke, because you couldn't even see her. But just, oh my God, I'm going to sound terrible. But just by listening to her, I don't know, like, I've never been abused. I've never been spoken in a negative manner. I've never gone through any of that. And I'm not an ugly person. And I feel like, or, you carry yourself and you do what you're supposed to do, that's not going to happen. If you're one of those girls that are like super flirty and things like that, or like girls are probably suing them because they could, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they're taking they're taking advantage of the lawsuit. I mean, I would if I could, you know what I'm saying? But more power to them. Get your money, girls.
So did you say that you've endured anything like that?
I never have.
What about that one time in the elevator?
You know what? Yeah, but I guess you're right. I guess I did. But I mean, it didn't make me feel like...
For those people that haven't seen your personal episode, would you mind sharing with them what you endured in said elevator?
Okay, so there is this marshal at the federal detention center in LA. And since like the first day I walked in there, like he was always like, oh, hey, Miss Cruz, hey, Miss Cruz, hey, Miss Cruz, like a little extra. But I mean, I'm people are always like, hey, Miss Cruz, like I'm cool, and every time I had to go to court, he would make it a point to actually go get me and for us to be in the elevator together. And I mean, obviously I would fucking giggle or whatever, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you giggle, that means you're giving it like, okay, like you're flirting back type of vibe. So if you're like flirting back type of vibes, like what else do you really expect? So so one of those times, like we were in the elevator and he just leaned in to try to give me a kiss. And I was like, whoa. And that was the last time he ever picked me up. Actually, no. Well, yeah, that was the last time he picked me up from going to court. But when I was in prison, like he wrote to me like a few times, which was like a trip or whatever. But I don't think it was like, I mean, obviously, if I look at it like, oh my God, he's sexually harassing me because I'm an inmate. If I have that mentality, like, yeah, I was sexually harassed. As a matter of fact, let's put the lawsuit in. And, but I mean.
Did you think he was handsome?
I mean, he wasn't ugly. I mean, he had a big ass nose, and I'm not into the big ass nose vibes. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't an ugly dude. but yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like, girls are going to do what the girls are going to do. And if they have the opportunity to, get a lawsuit because everybody's following suit, then that's what's going to happen. Get your money, girl.
And another topic right here that we have for Negra to give us her expert opinion.
Expert? I'm not even an expert, guys.
4 decades in prison for girls plot that. No, this is just someone that went to prison. 4 young people have been sentenced to decades in prison for their roles as teenagers in an Illinois girl's murder for hire plot that killed her mother and critically wounded her father. Prosecutors said during Tuesday hearing that Dahlia Boland, then 15, initially sought out 3 others to kill her father because she was having trouble with him.
Damn.
So basically what they're saying is this little girl was getting disciplined by her parents, I believe, and she tried to hire 3 of her homies and homegirls to hit the family.
But I mean, disciplined in what form? Like, we don't really know the insides. We just know what they're saying. There's a lot of girls or even young boys that get abused by their parents. Enough is enough. They gotta go. No, you know what I'm saying? If you gotta take your parents out, you gotta take your parents out and take me to jail. Like, at least I'm not being hurt anymore. Is that bad to say? Is that bad that I look at it that way? You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think?
I just told you.
My bad. We're right here with our child. This was going.
I just told you. I mean, it was for. I feel like, okay, she's just not gonna want to kill her parents. Well, who knows? Some people are. What country was this, or like what state, or what?
I don't know. I already closed it.
Stay in Minnesota. That's where I was at, guys. Waseca, Minnesota.
They can't see it. They can't see it yet.
Oh.
So a Minnesota man is freed after 25 years in prison suit over wrongful conviction.
Oh, God bless him.
So basically, careful, my son. So basically, a Minnesota man who was freed last year after nearly 25 years in prison for the death of his wife is suing former medical examiner and other authorities, accusing them of fabricating and withholding evidence leading to a wrongful conviction.
That's what they do, though.
Thomas Rhodes, now 64 years old, filed his suit in federal court and naming the county medical examiner and others. You know what I'm saying? He was first convicted of 2nd and 1st degree murder and his wife's death, which occurred during a boat ride in Minnesota. He was sentenced to life in prison. Last year, he became the first person freed from prison through Minnesota's new conviction review unit.
Wow.
So he's the first individual that, after further review decided, damn, we got the wrong guy.
Wow, that sucks. I wonder, is he going to sue them? Yeah, right? Or maybe
he's already suing the...
Maybe he's just happy that he's free, which obviously, you know what I'm saying? I think that happens to a lot of people. They're in there and it's really not them, but they want to pin it on them. Or even the fact sometimes it's not them, but they're not willing to say who it is, which is, it's just how it is. But
How much back pay do you think he's gonna get?
I don't know, a few million.
I think it's like $1 million for 20 years or something like that.
Damn, that's it?
Do you think that's worth it? $1 million in 20 years?
I mean, it doesn't even matter if I think it's worth it, or even if it matters if he thinks it's worth it or not. Like, they're what they're gonna give him, and it's just is what it is. Like, he's probably super happy that he's gonna get $1 million and he's free. And he doesn't look like he's that old. Maybe he looks like he's like 45, 55 or some shit. Maybe not 45 because I'm 42 and he looks a little older. I mean, 41. I'm giving myself an extra year still.
Yeah. So
yeah, guys, shout out to all of you guys that are on my live. How many people are on here? How do I look?
it says it up here. There's 190 people in here right now.
Oh, nice. Hi, you guys.
Let me ask you this. If we could get everyone to push like and comment on the actual live, that would be highly appreciated. Let's run up them likes, though. We got 187 people in here, it looks like, roughly. And
yeah, you definitely can't get that time back whatsoever. But you know what? He's free now, and we can't really, well, at least for me, or maybe, I don't know what he's thinking, but, we can't really sit back and dwell on what the time we lost, Like, for me, I don't feel like my time, for me, the time that I lost. I feel like that time I gained, where I got to find me, basically, like get to know who I was again, because I didn't know myself. I've been using freaking drugs since I was like 13 years old, so everybody is different. But yeah, shout out to him for being free, and I'm sure now that he's free, he thinks about his wife, and it probably hits him even more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you know anybody that has been wrongfully convicted and been freed?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Well, it was Maria's older brother, which was a girl in prison. Her brother did like 25 years as well. And he was like fighting it. And I think he got out while we were still incarcerated. And yeah, I don't know how. I mean, he was obviously going to get a lot of money too, but I don't know how much.
What was he wrongfully convicted of?
Like a gang of murders too.
Dang.
Like maybe like 4 or something like that.
That all happened at once, or that happened like on some serial killer type shit? Or?
Nah, I think at once. I'm not really sure, so I don't want to say because I'm not really sure. Oh, thank you. My pink Cortezes. It's because bougie and chola, guys. Wait, what did somebody say? Who's the what?
What?
Who's the guy talking behind it? My husband, Eyekon.
LA Icon, full community in the building.
So what do you guys think? I'm doing all right, guys, or what? I'm gonna get better week by week, or
Let me
nah?
ask you this: do you know anybody that was wrongfully convicted that you were incarcerated with, or that was alleging that they didn't do it, like on some real shit?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So everyone that you were with did it.
Well, pretty much. They accepted their shit, It was, you know what? In prison, there's a lot of women that are in there because of their husbands. And they're just there for being the wife. That's kind of intense, I feel. Did you hear me?
No, I heard you. That's crazy.
Okay, thank you. So I am doing okay, Dora. Okay, so you guys are gonna come back on Wednesdays. You guys are gonna come back every Wednesday to get to know me more. Wait, he was the first person to receive money from a rampart. Who was? Indicted TV gang. Woo. So what else? What else, guys? What else?
What's been your favorite episode that you've done on Indicted TV?
They're all my favorite episodes. But I have to say the bank robber. Well, Shane and both of the bank robbers. One, which was Raciana, because she was my friend. She's my prison friend. She's my traveling friend. I met her at MDCLA. We did all of our time together. So I feel like her and I it's like more deeper than just sitting here and me trying to hear what she went to prison for. You get what I'm saying? I need to stop saying you get what I'm saying. I kind of said that already a few times. You know what I mean? With the Chino Grande face.
What was it like? Excuse me, interviewing Chino Grande.
I felt like he was nervous. I felt like he couldn't. I thought that he was gonna speak way different because a lot of rappers are very good with their words. Very, very good with their words. So when he couldn't, I mean, not that he couldn't, because obviously we sat through the interview and you know what I mean. He kept saying, "You know what I mean." Sometimes I really didn't know what he meant, but I'm not gonna be like, "No, I don't know what you mean." You know what I'm saying? Like, because I kind of knew what he meant, but I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable. So I feel like my job is to make my guests feel comfortable. So I have to let them be themselves. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Chino G.
Yes. And you know what? I do have to say that I feel like Chino Grande is the one that got, like, my page was, hey, there's water right there for him. Because
What were you saying?
I feel like Chino Grande put my page out there a little more. Because I got a lot of followers from his interview.
Just interact with the chat.
I can't see it.
Based on your experience in prison, what are the 3 things you learned about yourself?
Wait, I'm not. What are the 3 things that I learned about myself? In prison, I learned that I could do everything by myself. No, just kidding. No, I actually learned that I could survive. I don't need to get high to be okay. I learned how to work out. I learned how to be more open with my feelings. Basically just how to, accept me for who I am, be open with my feelings. I know I could live life without getting high. And I mean like meth, guys, like I mean meth. I don't mean like, I'm going to, I smoke weed. I just actually stopped smoking weed. Just so you guys know, I'm on day 3. So yeah, that's basically it. I just learned that. I mean, I have what's more important than you accepting the fact that you don't have to go out and get high anymore to be okay in life. But I know that if I would have came home back to LA, I probably wouldn't got high. But so I'm glad I didn't come back to LA. So that worked out for me, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much. I feel like that's everything. Getting to know you. Working out, things like that. I'd never worked out a day in my life. Now I work out. I've worked out for a long time since I started going to jail. He's having like a little cough attack, huh?
Yeah, just keep going.
Nice kicks, Negra. Thank you. I pretend oh, hell no. Thank you, guys. A ver.
Ask them what they want to see on your lives.
Oh, yeah. What do you guys want to see on my lives? Tell me what you guys want to see. I should get richer, baby jokes. Yeah, I should. Honestly, nothing but that's right. There's not. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would be able to, like, I don't even know what I don't think I would be able to handle it. So honestly, like when I see people that are not okay, it breaks my heart. Like it literally breaks my heart. And I just don't get it. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? It's like different I feel like it's different when you're addicted to meth and heroin. It's completely different. It's harder to kick and it's definitely understandable, but this is like a little example. Like if you want to party here and there and do, the coke or whatever, that's like I'm not trying to criticize or talk shit or anything, but that's like the lamest thing. Like, especially with the whole fentanyl things going on. Don't like it was like let's just it's just so embarrassing. Like, your wife doesn't even know, or your husband doesn't know that you're partying, and it's like, oh, you just die. How embarrassing is that? How embarrassing, like, so selfish of us that use. So selfish of us that use, and that we're so inconsiderate of our families. That's just basically kind of, those are a lot of things that I've actually learned while I was in there as well, because I did take the drug class, and I've taken other drug classes, and I've been to rehabs as well, but being in prison and actually being completely focused on the program, like meaning me, did help that. Like, we're just super selfish, only care about us, self-centered, entitled ass fucking people. That's how we are, Then that does the 100 burpees. No, I wish. But my stomach looks like if I do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I think it's sad. I think it's sad. It's not cool, It's not cool. It's super selfish. You gotta care for your people that care for you guys,
Kyle G asks, who was the smartest person you met in prison?
The smartest person I met in jail or in prison? Well, there's a lot of law people that they work at the library that read all those law books, and I'm not that person. Like, I wish I kind of was. I just don't have the patience, or I don't know what it is, but like there's a lot of smart people, and especially I feel like even in like incarcerated men and women, they're like super smart. We're the ones that are like, I don't know. I feel like like just wanting to learn about law and help other people, and that's very smart, and that's what I think. I don't know. I don't think I could count. I don't think I could pinpoint. Oh, trip out. Fun fact, you guys. The bank robber, Racina, she filed like a few motions for me because I had like holds in like different states. Like I had a hold in Orange, not states, like in Arizona. I had a hold in a county, Orange County, and she like got all that dismissed. She's down for that one. Shout out to Racina. I miss you. But yeah, guys, I just passed away of an OD that's fentanyl. Yeah, you guys see what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna party really quick. Like, nah, like you're not thinking. Like, it's not just really quick. Like, it's super embarrassing to the family. Like, oh my God, so Christina's saying it's super embarrassing if you fucking die from fentanyl to your family. Yes, it is. Like, I wouldn't even want to bury you. Like, you want to be dust? You want to be with dust? There you go. And it might sound messed up. Honestly, it might sound fucked up that I'm saying that, but it's true facts. Like, ay, ni lo mande Dios. You know what I'm saying? That anything, but that's why I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that my husband doesn't fucking party. Because that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool. Think about your family. Think about your kids, not just for the moment. And yeah, now I'm fucking saying that because I'm different or whatever. But honestly, even before when I was on meth, and I remember at a certain time, there was like a little homie that just got jumped in, and we were on the block, and I'm on a major one. I think I was already like 25, and I tell him like, don't do it. Like I wouldn't, if I knew you didn't get high or you never have, I would never get high with you. Like, I'm not that person. That's like demonish. That's soulless people, like it's just, oh, let me find somebody I can get high with or whatever. Like, that's not cool. That's never been me. I always spoke like, don't do it, even though I was doing it, And I'm not sure if you guys know, if you guys gone to my lives on Instagram or whatever, but I've said it, like, I used to get high just to stay up so I could go to church in the morning. Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why, I don't know. I feel like that's why, I feel like God never let go of me. And I'm not saying I'm like, oh, this holy person, aka. So no, I'm out of control. I'm a disaster, you guys. I am a mess. I'm a disaster every day. Every day is a fucking, I'm a mess. But I'm just grateful that I'm just grateful that I'm not a weak person anymore, that I have the strength to say like, nah, man, because I know a lot of people that, that do, and a lot of them it's just so hard, it's really so hard. But when it's just like those fools that are just getting high on coke, like, man, get out of here with that shit, say that because before I didn't give it ecstasy and lions and yeah, it's scary. Like it's so scary, especially for like, you have a whole family and it's just like, we're just gonna party, we're just gonna hang out. Like, no way. Like, agarre la onda way. Like, it's different. Like I said, when you're like slamming or you're smoking crack or meth and all that shit, it's like completely. That's like a different addiction than coke. Come on, no sean ridículos, güeyes. Think about it. Damn, cold, dusty. Super baddies, guys. Super baddies. But shout out to all of you guys for being on my live. It's like 234. Yes, I love that. So I'm doing good, guys. Okay. I'm not feeling as nervous. Oh, I didn't even bring my water. I was a little nervous. I was thinking about it. I've had a long day. And like I said, I normally like to film in the mornings. And right now it's 6 something. And yeah, I didn't really want to, but you guys are motivating me to want to do it more. Be here with you guys,
Question: how
Yes.
hard was it for you when you first got locked up to not try to do drugs, even though there might have been drugs available for you in jail?
Well, my first year, I was drinking and smoking weed. I didn't want to feel like, honestly, like even when I was out and I was smoking, I didn't smoke because I wanted to get high anymore. I smoked because I couldn't get out of bed. And that's the differences. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't getting high because I want to have fun and I want to party. I was getting high because I couldn't go through my day. Like I wasn't one of those people as long as I had a little thing in my pocket, I'll go to sleep. I would be able to eat. I would go to sleep. But as soon as I woke up, I had to make sure I got high. If I didn't, I couldn't get out of bed. That's the differences. You know what I'm saying? I need to stop saying you know what I'm saying. I'm going to work on that one, guys. Chino Grande face. Yeah. Great. Hit likes. Hit the likes, guys. Yes, hit the likes.
Yeah, if everyone could push like on this chat for those of you that don't know.
Kevlar, the poop talker. Just kidding. I am going to be going live. I'm going to be going live every Wednesday, starting today. Every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. So make sure you guys tune in. And it's just basically going to be me, exactly what I'm doing right now. And I just, I want you guys to get to know me and the way I think, and not just me interviewing. What is the worst thing you've seen? No, like, get to know me, who I am. Shout out to Cash Blue. What is it called? Super chat?
Yep.
Yes, I love that. Thanks, girl. So
Great
yeah.
for your son, Cash Blue.
So yeah, basically just get to know me for, the way I think. Because we all think different. Kind of think the same, but different in whatever, in different forms. And I'm just not this person that interviews people. I'm not just like, the prison girl. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a woman. I love life. I'm super funny. Just so you guys know, I am super funny in real life. Like, super funny. Obviously, you got to get to know me and be around me to see, like, I am fucking burnt out, you guys. I mean, my husband and my son don't think I'm funny, but I am super hilarious. I am, like, the funniest person ever. Like, no, seriously. I'm not even lying. You guys will. Once I'm, like, super comfortable with this, you guys are going to fucking see. Like, I am a fucking mess. And I crack myself up because if nobody can make me laugh, I'm going to make myself laugh.
Do you only invite people from Varios? I used to run Paisa when I was locked up.
No, Miguel Isla, DM us. I want my channel. My channel is for prison experiences. It's for everyone that has a prison experience. So anybody that has a prison experience, which is the guard, the lieutenant, obviously, commissary, whoever has a prison experience is more than welcome to come on my channel and share their experiences. So that's basically it. And it's funny that you say that because earlier, somebody said, "Oh, she only interviews SS people," and I'm like, that's negative. I interview anybody that's willing to come on my channel, that qualifies to be on my channel, has a prison experience. So, yeah, I'll definitely want to interview you. I never had somebody that runs Paisa. Do you speak Spanish or what? Because we could do it in Spanish si quieres. What else? You should make. No, I'm not gonna make more just as you know what I mean. But the Chino Grande face, he's probably gonna think that we're talking poop, but definitely not. We, shout out to him. Like I said, I feel like his episode is. I got a lot of followers from him. When we first started. I can't see. I just seen the last thing on play video a couple days ago.
Do this. How do you screen the interviewers, or like how do you screen the guests for interviews?
Okay, so basically, I just have maybe like 3 or 4 questions that I ask. Have you ever snitched on somebody? No chomos. No domestic violence, because I ain't trying to have no fool trying to beat up on me in here. And then never debrief. And I'm going to ask you, what prison and yard did you parole from? And year. It's just simple, just like that, you know. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary, just simple questions. And if you can't answer those, then something is fishy. Yeah, I would interview a bulldog and a northerner on Indicted. Why? Like I said, I would interview anybody that's willing to come on my channel, respectfully. Yeah, respectfully, obviously. He can't be coming up here all red and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be on blue. Like, nah. That's like, you know, be respectful.
Will you be interviewing any more prison wives on the show?
I would love to have more prison wives. But prison wives are kind of more, I'm not trying to talk shit, girls. But, you know, they're very kind of more manipulated. It's easier. They're more manipulated by their men. And, which is kind of how it goes, right? Well, I'm manipulated by my husband. But, you know, a lot of their husbands won't allow them. But one thing I don't like is that a lot of prison wives, they're on social media talking about their relationship and this and this and this and that. But are not willing to come share their experience on my channel. I don't get it. You get what I'm saying? But I would love to have more. So, yes, I do. So, if you're a prison wife, hit the DMs, guys.
Desi Rose says, would you ever start another channel for maybe if you just been through some stuff and never been locked up, but have stories to tell? You want to tell them about the other channel that we're going to do?
The Color Brown?
Yep.
So, we've been talking about another channel, The Color Brown. And it's basically going to be, you know, successful women that have gone through things. You know, for example, I have a friend that, you know, she just graduated. She's a full-time mom. She's in her 40s. She lost her husband. She was a prison wife. She lost her husband to like an overdose, like things like that. And she's still accomplished. So she's a strong woman. So that's like a major story to tell, you know, because she has her career now and she has her business as well. And that's major. That's like, I want to show that. I want to show the people that we could do it too, you know, like they could do it too. You don't, and that's just, you know, strong women, pretty much just strong women that are doing amazing in life, you know?
Cash Blue says, would you be willing to interview prison moms?
Yes. I want to interview a prison mom that has like 2 to 3 kids, 2 to 3 sons in prison.
Her son is on his 2nd term and he's only 25.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you're not shy, I would love to hear your experience as a mom. You know, I'm thankful that I haven't gone through that, and I'm still scared I won't ever have to go through that. But as my mom, like, I put my mom through hell. Like, I remember she would visit me. Here I go. Every time I talk about my mom and my son, there I go. I don't like to talk about my mom and my son because I always want to cry because it always makes me feel so bad. Like, I remember when one time she came to visit me in juvenile hall and she was like so down and, you know, she was hot, like she had a fever and she had these big old knots in her head, like, and those are just like stressful knots and just because of me. Like, I hurt my mom so much, you guys, like, you know, she would find, like, I would come home, like, you know, with things and, like, you know, not, like, I would not be okay, you know what I'm saying? And that was just a mess. And I thought I wasn't a mess. Like, you know, for me, I always was cool. I always had the best shoes. I was always G'd up, you guys. And I don't mean G'd up in big old pants. Like, I always looked nice. I always dressed good, no matter what, you know. I wasn't okay. I wasn't okay. And it breaks my heart every time I think. And, you know, sometimes she tells me these stories, like when you went to jail, you know, your son, like, he, you know, it was just like a lot of things that she would, and sometimes like me and my mom drink together. She's like the only one she's like, you know, when she comes over, she likes to drink champagne like on Mondays on her days off. And she always does that to me. And obviously it hurts me, but I have to accept what she says. I can't have her holding her feelings in to try to protect my feelings. That's one thing. Oh, that's one thing about me, you guys, that you guys don't know. Something about me that you guys don't know. I will not hold my tongue to protect your feelings because that hurts me. Like, if somebody's making me feel some way, I don't want to say anything because how's it going to make them feel? Or like, things like that. Like, nah, I am going to say what I want to say because those are my feelings and those are valid. Like, I want to be able to express myself if you like it or not. Like, my feelings are more important than yours. And that's how I look at things. Not that your feelings are not important, but when it's like me and like somebody else's feelings, like, no, of course my feelings are more important. Like, why would I put myself down? You know what I mean? Okay, so I think we should DM her.
Who is she?
This girl, like her mom used to, I don't even know how to say her name. Gypsy Rose? Did I say it right?
Yep.
Somebody say, wait, really quick. Somebody say, why not interview your mom? And you know what? I think she's down because I was telling her, and I think you never know. Maybe I'll bring her so you guys get to know her. She's super funny. Me and my mom have the same birthday. So I always tell her, I don't got to give you a gift. You got the biggest gift, it's just me. She's just like, ay, hija de la chingada, But, yeah, we talked about it. But my mom, she's had surgery. She's had a brain surgery. And my mom was still super cool, right? But she was this lady, she's lived in Beverly Hills. She works at the Four Seasons. Very, una señora bien elegante. Siempre se vestía bien. Siempre, and she had her surgery and it's like, she had a brain surgery and then she had stroke in the process of her surgery. So, when you have stroke, like you're not yourself anymore. No, but she's herself. She's just not good with words, kind of. So I don't know if I want to do that to her. I would have to prep her, but I wouldn't mind, I think she would. I think you guys would like to have her hear her story, the way she felt, things like that,
Roberto said to interview Hector. Obviously, he's not been with the channel very long. We have interviewed Hector Bravo. How was it like interviewing a CO?
I think it was so. I think I would like to interview more COs. I feel like hearing their view, their point of view, it is amazing because us out here, well, people that have never been incarcerated, they look at COs like, they're just there and they just want to da 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 da. But there is some that are cool, and they treat us right, and like I respect him. Like he quit his job because of his higher people, not because of the inmates. Like him and the inmates were cool. Like that's like major. Like, and that's really how it goes. Like the higher ups never really care. They just want money. And shout out to Hector Bravo because he's a strong man. Like his job was really depressing him and it was changing him. He wasn't able to be the same person. He has a daughter and, he wasn't able to be connected with her because he's all messed up, things like that because of work. And not even because, maybe it's part of the inmates because, they got the fights and you got to protect yourself and all of that stuff. But, shout out to him. I appreciate him for coming on my channel. What else?
Oh, prison husband. What happened with the prison husband we got at?
He didn't respond. I want to have a prison husband. There are so many women. It's honestly, I don't think there's prison husbands out there. Maybe like one or two. Okay, vamos a decir out of 20. Because out of 20. Out of 100 women in there, maybe like 2 are there. For men, out of 100, 90 are there. So, man, you fools don't be holding it down for the girls. That shit ain't cool. And if you're a prison husband, you're probably getting used if you met her in there.
Shout out Desi Rose with the super chat.
Yes, Desi Rose. If you are a husband that is there, have you been there with her? Obviously, you're not getting used, but, shout out to you. Shout out to the prison husbands that are there, even if you're getting used, boo. They definitely can't hold it down. And honestly, before I wouldn't. And God forbid anything happens to my husband, but I would be there. But before, oh no. I would not put my life on hold for nobody that is not willing to put their life, meaning the way they want to live out here, for me. You know what I'm saying? So, props to all of you guys that are down for that. I'm not, and thank God I don't have to. Ni lo mande Dios. What else? I'm serious though, you guys. Like, you guys are crazy. Okay, Gypsy Rose. She was a girl that her mom will drug her and just keep her drugged up always, and she's so that she could collect money. I think she was just really messed up. That's all I kind of know, and I don't know what happened. So that's all I really know about her. What happened?
What happened?
What are you looking for? We didn't even talk about the gypsy girl. Have you interviewed Duno's World? I've been to Duno's. Me and Duno Duno interviewed me on No Jumper. Duno, me and Duno did Chisme with Duno, and we did a prison makeup tutorial. Did I say it right? Because you guys know I'm not good with damn words. He put the makeup on. It was so cool. You could watch that on his channel. We love Duno. Shout out to Duno. I want to see you on Hoodstuff.
You're actually going to be on Chisme with Duno next week.
What?
I forgot to tell you.
Okay, this is the kind of shit I have to go through, you guys. This is the kind of things. So, I just found out that I got to be somewhere. I don't like to work that way. I'm very routine-ish. Oh, that's something that I learned in prison.
Check the schedule, big dog.
I'm not in your schedule. Come on, man. I'm not in your schedule. I am very routine-ish. I like to, if my morning is not how then it just throws me off. I'm very routine-ish. Man, what else? She did No Jumper, fool.
What was it like being on No Jumper?
Wait. Sweet Rosie Rose. Her boyfriend who she met online murdered her mom.
Damn.
Oh, that's what okay. I mean, well, the mom kind of deserved it, low key. Because, she drugged her up her whole life. She made her feel like she was this person that couldn't do anything for herself. Okay, you guys, I'm not down for murdering people. But, if you gotta go, you gotta go, bro. If you ain't making me, not like that, you guys. There's levels.
Let me ask you something that's completely unrelated to the prison world. And it's just, what, you've been to No Jumper and you were interviewed at No Jumper, right?
Yeah. I think that was my first interview ever.
And you've met Adam 22.
Yeah, I whitened his teeth.
And you've gone to his birthday party.
Yeah, that shit was. I got dressed, you guys. I don't ever really wear heels, but it was dressed to impress. So I had to wear heels. I had a good time. It was dope.
What is your personal opinion of Adam 22?
I don't really got a personal opinion. He's just a blunt, straightforward man. But just like us, we are straightforward people, except that he has this big old platform so more people get to see him. If nobody knew who he was going to say what he says, but nobody cared because nobody knows who he is. I like to say what I want, and if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. You don't got to watch me. Simple as that. Just like that. That's how every individual is, kind of, though,
PC, baby. Shout out to you.
Eyekon won't stop talking about Adam.
Nah, everyone's on my bumper.
My workout routine?
What was your workout routine in prison? Tell us about that.
Okay,
you worked out sick with it.
I would work out 2 times a day. In Minnesota, well, that's my whole, my prison term. In Minnesota, I would get up, do my little, I would go to school or do my little class or whatever, go to work, come home. I did say come home, right? It was my home. Come back to the unit, take a shower. Oh, and this is a crazy thing. I don't even know why, right? This is besides the workout shit. Sidetracking. I'm a sidetracker, just so you guys know. We shower 3-4 times a day, on some craziness. Every single time we left the unit, we come back and we take a shower. Bro, we're not even dirty. It was just so crazy. I don't know. I just think back and I'm like, why the fuck did we shower so many fucking times? But yeah, my workout, I would just honestly, I would run and do we would do the elliptical run and just do mat workout. We didn't have weights, but we did have elliptical, machines to work out in. I don't think we had weights. None. Oh, we had like TRX straps. We had like we had we had yoga. We had a lot of instructors that would that will do classes, yoga, all kinds of things. So I kind of just did it all, to be honest. I didn't really have like a routine besides working out 2 times a day. That was just it. Like as long as I went out and I did something 2 times a day, I would be cool with that,
This fool said, "Me and you changed souls. You're so manly and I'm so feminine."
I am very I am a little boyish, but that's who I am. I've always been very tomboyish. I grew up with boys. My aunt that has 7 boys, that's who used to babysit me, And then that's it. All my homies are my homies. I was the only girl that was hanging with them for years, Obviously, I have homegirls, but they weren't around when I was around. So, yeah.
Eyekon, if Negra were to get busted and had to go do some time, would you hold it down?
That fool's gonna have no choice because I'm gonna have to go do a turn for his ass. Because he's gonna have to take care of the baby. So you guys better fucking write me. Ay, pero ni lo mande Dios. Don't ever ask no stupid shit like that.
We're going to need a GoFundMe for her cell phones. So that way we could still do Indicted weekly. Don't trip.
No, I wouldn't do no cell phones because I have to follow the rules if I want to come home. I'm a rule follower these days, guys.
Elite Solutions wants to know, Minnesota, damn, did you hit the feds or was it state time?
Feds. You got to watch the first episode. The first episode of Indicted TV is my story. So yeah, you want to get some answers about me? You can go ahead and watch the first episode.
What part of Nayarit is your family from?
My family is from Tecuala, Rio Viejo, and Novillero. And Acaponeta. I have some people in Acaponeta as well. Fuck, I couldn't even say it and shit. Yes.
Overlooked. Don't be exposing game, big dog.
Wait, who's overlooks?
The homie DeBud 707. DeBud 707 is the fine gentleman that created your shirt.
I love my shirt. You guys, make sure you guys go purchase your shirt. Shopify on my Instagram. Right?
Yes. If you guys would like to purchase any merchandise from Indicted TV, such as that wonderful coffee mug, show them your wonderful coffee mug right there on the desk. An Indicted coffee mug. Or if you'd like to purchase 2 different styles of shirts, make sure you head on over to indictedtv.com. Or check her Instagram for the bio. Or check the link in the description of this live or any other episode. There we have the store where you could purchase all of Negra's shit.
Wait, somebody said I don't feel like I have a crazy story. I know people that have crazier stories. I just have a normal story. Not too bad, pretty normal. I got it together. Gracias a Dios, It would be bad if I didn't have it together. If I came home and I was a fucking mess. That I feel like when you come home after doing so many years and you still don't get it together, no respect. I'm not talking shit, but no respect. Like why would we have respect for somebody that doesn't want to have respect for themselves, And I'm not talking down. I'm just saying.
Talk about the corrido that was randomly made for you.
Oh, how cute was that? Honestly, did you guys see that? That was so cute. And then I was like, and then this food did corridos for everybody. I didn't even feel special anymore. I literally thought it was special.
How did that happen? So that way the
okay, so basically I just woke up and I was just tagged. I was just tagged and then I opened it and I was like, oh, how sweet is this? Just like that. Just like that.
Negra, been deported in 1990. I'm an OG, been here 34 years. Trouble getting back. Help.
Man, I'm going to go. I have 2 episodes of the Portados.
I think he wants us.
I think you should stay there. I don't think it's worth it, John. That's John, right?
John Crotch.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Honestly, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of homies that gotten deported and they've been back and forth. But this last time, they realized that, man, living out there, if they have these call centers. Now, these fools make like $1,000 a week. No lie. That's like living better than here because you got $1,000. You can make yourself a nice house. It's like, man, your family could go visit you. If you want, you want a life. If you want to live your good life, you can live a good life there. You don't have to be out here fucking hard as hell. Life is hard out here, man. Everything is so expensive. I don't even know how we survive. But yeah.
T's on Mine says, what's the most gangster thing you and Eyekon done together? But don't share anything incriminating.
Duh. We don't do criminal stuff whatsoever.
That's right.
That was the most gangster stuff. Gangster.
Hey, Negra, my familia comes from Nayarit también.
Oh, I have a good one. When we went to Culiacan. So we went to Culiacan to go film some corridos, right? That was pretty intense, you guys. These fools pull up with all these things, and it's like these big old houses. Or what about when we went to, was it Obregón? Where he had a wolf?
Obregón, yep.
He had a wolf in his backyard.
Oh, no, that was Guadalajara.
Oh, okay. So we've gone to Guadalajara, we've gone to Sinaloa, we've gone, to go film music videos. And obviously they're corridos. Autorizados. So if you know what corrido autorizado means, it's a fucking corrido that's authorized. That you could fucking make a song about the individual. Whatever cartel or whatever, right? So we went to this house. This boy was the son of somebody. He has a big ass house. We went to these big old houses. And every place we went, but we didn't stay there. We stood at the best hotels, obviously. Because I'm a bougie ass bitch too, just so you guys know. And this guy had a freaking wolf like there. And he said something about, se me cuidan porque ahí se los vamos a dar a los lobos. Like I was like, oh shit, like these fools are really feeding fools to the fucking wolves. Huh? That was pretty fucking gangster if you ask me. That's pretty gangster, no? Oh, I guess he's not listening. Wait, I work at a call center. Also deported homie. Yeah, shout out to 506 Gangster. He works at the call center. Hey, you guys are killing it at the call center. There's a lot of homies that work in the call centers. You guys, I think that you guys that work in the call centers, you guys live okay. Like, live okay. You know what I'm saying? Because my family, my dad is, obviously my dad, right? My dad lives in Rosarito, but he crosses the border. He also lives in San Isidro. So, what was my purpose of me saying? So yeah, if you make good money and you cross the border, like you can make good money across the border. I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyways, the point is, people that get deported and you go work at a call center, you could live okay. That's basically what I'm saying. All right, what else? Chill, Eli. I don't even like that. I don't want to say that. What else? Shout out to
Maruchan or cup of noodles?
Maruchan, for sure.
Is that facts?
Yeah, I don't ever buy a cup of soups.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Cup of noodles is in the cup.
Yeah, I don't.
Super unhealthy.
I don't eat cup of noodles. Yeah, I don't eat that. Tacos de asada or de pastor? De asada, for sure. I'm an asada girl. This guy's, he'll get the whole pineapple and the everything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know what? David Torres said we should get Westmont Scheme, and you know what? Be careful with that, my love. That could possibly be a valid point.
Well, I don't know who that is. I mean, I've heard the name.
That's the little curly hair boy that I tell you knows how to rap good.
Well, how come you haven't brought him in?
He was here last night. Pause.
Well, yeah, he was here for the full community.
#1 leading platform for Raza.
Sick ass fool. What else? So yeah, guys, definitely Maruchan. I don't like cup of soups.
What is the craziest thing you ever saw in prison? Since that's a question you asked every
I didn't see anything crazy, guys. Honestly, the craziest thing for me.
G Perico, we're working on it.
I didn't see anything crazy, you guys, at all. Just had, honestly, it was super, the snow. Like, we had to walk around with sticks. Nah, I'm just kidding. But nah, I don't know. I didn't see anything crazy at all. It wasn't crazy for me. So when people say these crazy experiences, like, obviously men. I don't think it's that crazy for women at all. The women just fight because, oh, this bitch is fucking trying to talk to my girl, or it's basically like that. It's not like nothing. I didn't see anything crazy, but I like to ask it. What else? Oh, I love you too, Amanda. Thank you for watching. Yes, that's my girl. You had hyenas in there? You had hyenas there, didn't you, fool? I mean, I had. Girls like me. What can I say?
Los Angeles Half-Life is talking some reckless shit. G.
She was kicking it with Native Americans.
Los Angeles Half-Life, we highly...
No, wait. I have a lot of Native American friends, just so you know. I didn't even know Native Americans exist until I went to Arizona.
What does that mean exactly, though? You didn't know Native Americans existed.
Like, I thought they were Mexican girls.
So what about Indians?
I've never met one. I'm stuck on drugs for like 25 years on the street, on just stuck on my block. Like, I wasn't thinking about, I'm going to be Native American people. Like, I didn't think that. I thought that, and I think like, let me put the little, the feather type of vibes. But no, shout out to all my Native American friends. I love you guys. I have a lot of Native American friends.
Burpees or fichas? Fichas or squats?
I hate squats, but I'm a girl, so I gotta work the booty. Well, I don't know who Dubs is, but I don't think so. It doesn't sound like I would.
You guys shouldn't ask stupid ass questions if you know what the criteria to be on the show is.
But these fools be asking stupid shit. Nice Chucks. I've wore a pair of Chucks one time in my life. I'm not a Chuck type of girl. I am more of a. And just FYI, I didn't wear Cortezes until now. Before I didn't wear Cortezes, I kind of felt like weird. I wore Jordans. I've always been a Jordan girl. When I was 17, one of my first jobs was at Forever 21 and at Kids Foot Locker. So I'm telling you guys, man, I always had all the best shoes. I still got all the best shoes.
Does anybody have any questions for Negra that they want to ask before we clock out?
Oh, yeah, it's already
Nothing
been an hour, right?
disrespectful. Any questions, non-disrespectful, before we clock out?
Yeah, because if they are, we ain't going to answer them, fools.
So you really didn't see anything crazy? The snow is the craziest thing you saw?
I mean, I didn't see anything crazy at all. Well, fucking girls breaking up pills.
Girls what?
Breaking up pills. Like, no, no. I didn't see anything crazy. Like, besides just like being in MDC, like just the craziest thing was like fishing through the toilet. Like, how much more crazier can it get? Us talking through the toilet,
Hold on, let me scroll up real quick.
How, it was crazy how people put it together. Like, okay, I'm going to fucking fish through the toilet.
I feel like this person, Lonely Boy, knows me because he's asking me pizza or tacos de al pastor.
He probably does.
Reveal yourself, big dog. Go ahead and hit me in the DM. Let me know who you are. Next Eyekon Tina episode is being filmed tomorrow. Sorry for telling you, wife. I just found out too. Fire. Negra, were you locked up with my jefita back in the feds in 2009?
Probably. Where is she at? I'm not probably.
Roland Riches says, I think you need to explore more content outside of Only Convicts if you plan on, I don't know what. We have a podcast called The Color Brown that we're going to start pushing. You know what I'm saying?
But this channel specifically is for this. And it's growing and it's going very, very well. And I have another business that has nothing to do with podcasting or anything. So, I don't know.
We are trying to get Danny Trejo. We have not reached out to Baby Jokes yet. Catarina Conejo is the homie, and he said he's going to come on.
When he's ready.
When he's ready someday. And Sammy the Bull is a snitch, unfortunately. So
hey, but didn't you say that Rosenberg was going to get who? He was going to try?
Let's leave that off of the camera for right now. But we are going to get someone that is part of the legendary crime families. The
real crime families.
and he is not a snitch. I mean, obviously, we all know the legend of Sammy the Bull, but that's also tied with bringing down John Gotti.
Yeah, we're not down.
So that's kind of wild.
So yeah, you guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in.
Hold on, let's get a couple more questions off. Did you participate in any educational or vocational programs while in prison? If so, how did they contribute to your personal growth?
Nope. I just did the drug program and that was it. That drug program was everything. I'm still sober, guys. No meth for me.
Brutal from San Diego. If Brutal has a sick ass story, tell Brutal to hit me in the DMs. Or the Indicted page.
And True Dog, to answer your question, I will not. Nothing, me and Droops is cool. That's the homie. I don't know the lucky guy. No disrespect towards any of them, but I have respect for my younger homies, and they're on the streets, and I communicate with them, and I feel like I would be definitely disrespecting them, and I don't want to do that because that's my family too. I care. I don't want to. I'm just not like that. Like the views and things like that. Are not that serious, and to make my younger homeboys feel some type of way. Their feelings matter to me. If that answered your question. What else? Negra, what do you think about the WAC 100? I don't think about it at all, to be honest. I think everybody's racist. Every individual in the world, probably.
Fuck it. I guess we're going to clock out right here. Shout out to everyone that's been tapping in.
What about that movie Shot Caller, you guys? Have you guys not watched that movie Shot Caller?
Damn.
That is a good movie, you guys.
Thick ass wood.
Crazy movie. Like, if you haven't watched Shot Callers, make sure you guys go watch it.
It's an automatic light, my love. That movie is sick. Yeah, he went from being a complete square with a DUI murder to some crazy shit.
Would I interview anybody from Brown side? I don't think Travis down. He's the only one I would interview from the Brown side.
All right. It is what it is. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in. Anything you want to leave the people with before we clock out?
I appreciate you guys to the max. Like, I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Just stay tuned. Make sure you guys keep watching every Sunday while you guys are cooking, you ladies. Because I do know, like, I have friends or even just girls that DM me, like, I love to watch your episode when I'm cooking breakfast for my family. Like, it's like a family thing, which is good. And yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Before we clock out,
make sure you guys watch me next week.
Big shout out to Walter Beasley for always supporting. Sick guy.
Yes. Shout out to you, Mr. Walter.
Yup. Thank you so much, Mr. Walter. We highly appreciate you, sir. And that's it.
Bye, you guys. Have a good night. Buenas noches.
John D. She didn't use drugs in prison. She just drank Pruno. Time. All right. Did you already say your last words?
Yep.
Tune in on Sunday morning around 11:30 for the next episode of Indicted TV. And next Wednesday, we will be live again.
I'll be here. Make sure you guys are here. Be here or be square. How does it go? How does the saying go?
Yeah, be there or be square. So, yeah, shout out to everyone that was in the chat. We highly appreciate all of your guys' support. And we will continue to move forward. You know what I'm saying? We got a gang of interviews already on deck.
You guys, I've been working.
I would like to suggest everybody to go ahead and become members of the channel. There's a button that says join. Join the channel. So that way you're able to see all of the episodes that we're about to upload. I'm going to take the next week to upload all the episodes to the channel. And if you're a member, you could see it first before we release it to the public. So there's about to be like 3 to 4 episodes that are going to be uploaded directly to the channel. That'll be scheduled to drop throughout the rest of the month, etc., etc. And so, yeah, if you guys join, you also have access to special emojis like Crip Mac and Bozo and Chino Grande and some other guests that have been there and the funny faces that they made to relay how you feel.
Hey, I think we got to make more.
No, yeah. We will.
But you guys, thank you so much. Que pasen buenas noches. You guys have a great night. And I will be here again on Wednesday. Si Dios quiere.